Hey.
When now, are you trying to keep from having?
That's one of those technical moments that not everybody needs to know all those details.
Well, I was just talking to you, but the camera's hanging over the edge of the roof, so I didn't hit stop. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out.
We are putting up the insulation on the roof today so that hopefully we can keep this thing dry.
Yeah, those are gray skies, rain clouds. Supposed to be coming later.
More rain coming. It's just how it is.
Yeah, we've got all of our strips already cut and ready to go. We've got the ladders positioned, so Shannon and I are gonna get up there and get this installed. Okay, so these are 4 feet wide from tape to the hard edge that actually has the insulation. So we're just gonna hang that 3.5, 4 inches of trim over the edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking the insulated edge all the way to the edge of the OSB, right?
I'm going to. There.
Sweet. It's like they make you use every last staple. And if you don't, then you have to waste staples. It's very frustrating.
You should write him a letter.
Oh, I will. Do you want to staple it down before you cut it?
I can. You want to hand me a stapler, please? Trying to hold on to the bottom of the rafter so I have something to kind of secure myself here. What do you think? Can we grab the other one and do the next row down?
That's pretty cool. So we lined these up. I don't know how easy it is going to be to tell, but the insulation, the 1/4 inch thick stuff ends right here on that sheet. And then this one ends right on the other side of this tape. So you feel those two pieces, you kind of squish them together. And then when you're done, you're left with this little bit of flap from this sheet that then gets stuck onto the adhesive underneath that tape. Is that right?
That's right.
We're like professionals.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Do you think strip the whole thing and stick, or do a little and stick?
No, I say strip the whole thing.
You're so brave.
Well, I mean, I just think it's going to be easier.
I should have folded back. Oh, you didn't mean it. I meant, are we pulling the whole tape cover thing off and then sticking, or are you sticking as we go? It's my bad. I'm just on a roof trying not to fall with my wet shoes. You know what? I'm gonna let you have that while I go do this part. So also note to self, make sure when you're stapling that you stay on this side of the insulation of the sheet that you're stapling so you don't go through this tape.
Were you not doing that?
No, I was. We're golden. This looks like we know what we're doing. Fortunately, the wind is in our favor for keeping that back until we're ready. Right? No. Till I say that, and then it's like, no, you can't control that. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a good spot where I'm not sliding.
Oh, are you starting in the middle?
Yeah.
Huh.
Keeps the wrinkles out. Go ahead. Have you lifted one to see if it sticks yet?
Yeah, it sticks.
Good. I didn't check. Did we just install something properly according to the instructions? Love it. Peekaboo.
Hi.
I see you.
So,
What's up?
next time let's cut it before we tape it. I'm gonna cut it now. Maybe it doesn't really matter.
You know, I find in my years of construction and roofing and, you know, limitless amounts of experience, that most of the time when I do something after the fact, I always think, you know what, I could have done this a little better. And then I have to
feel
quit
that way too.
beating myself up and just keep going. Because I personally, if I were doing this by myself, I would have put all the strips down and then taken care of this, and that may not have been correct.
That's not what JR said to do.
That's because I'm a bad listener. That's why I'm glad you're here. I'm saying.
It sounds like you're glad
I'm saying,
here.
for example, I would have done it incorrectly the hard way, and then I would have been like, man, I wish I'd have done this the other way, and it would have been the way you're doing it. So great job.
For listening.
Yeah. Mario, do you agree, buddy? Oh, he said yeah.
Can I have a staple gun, please?
Yeah. I'm just stranded up here on the roof until you give me the next step to do, so...
I just did. I said, give me the staple gun.
That's not what I mean. I think she likes that I'm stranded up here, and without her, I'm not getting down. Now, that's only about an 8-foot drop over there, so in an emergency situation, I could do it. But if you could see the look on my wife's face right now, I would never come down off an 8-foot roof by myself.
For some reason, I don't believe you.
How's that stapling coming?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Sorry, you don't get many camera angles up here when I'm on the roof holding it. I guess I could, you know, stand up, could back up, could zoom. No, it's all pretty much the same. You're doing great though. About time for the next strip yet?
I think so.
Sweet. I'm excited to have this done.
Me too.
We got a tiny bit of rain last night. The forecast didn't actually call for rain until later today, like not even yet. And rain, it's kind of hard to call it rain. Basically just a little bit of mist and sprinkles and whatnot. But I didn't want all of this lumber to get wet before we put this stuff down. Its moisture is probably a little bit higher than perfectly dry, but we've got to get this up here because I can't have the inside of this thing taking another beating. You know, if we get the rain they're actually calling for, if we ever get it, it would be more than enough to come through the OSB and cause more potential problems on the floor and stuff. You know, it's just less than ideal to let it get wet. So I'm really excited that we're getting this done today. We'll have the house wrap done, and I want to show you guys, before the end of this video, I want to show you the next step I'm taking on the shed, as if we needed to, you know, take any longer. But really excited about that part. And once we get this roof done, get everything dried in, I'll feel a lot better about it, and our pace will be a little more manageable because I'll be indoors. Hint, hint. How you doing, babe?
Moving ladders.
Uh-oh, where'd you go? I hear you, but I don't see you.
You're not gonna see me.
I see the top of a ladder moving. Whoa. Oh, I guess I didn't show you guys last time when I was up here. When I'm up here, this camera right now, your vantage point is eye level with mine. And so the horizon I was mentioning, that's the highest point in our land right up there. I'm over it a little bit. It's like my feet are on it. So it's a really neat perspective to be up here. Shannon said she wants to come up here next.
I'll come up there next.
No, you're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to make me sound like the brave one up here right now.
Hey, I offered to be up there, so you didn't have to.
Okay, next sheet, we're doing the same thing. We're gonna bump the insulated pieces together, the ends of them, and then we'll strip the tape and get her stuck. And so there's no adhesive along that edge over there, so we'll just staple it. But we did have some overhang, so it'll actually wrap around the fascia on that side. But this stuff's pretty nice. It's coming along nicely. And hands down, my favorite thing about it is it's gonna keep the water out. And then down the road, this is also a great insulator. So we'll see how effective it is, but JR knows from experience and he's told us about it. So it's supposed to keep the heat out in the summer and the heat in the winter, or something like that. yeah, I don't know, but I'm excited about it. This is definitely an upgrade from that tar paper.
It already feels warmer in there.
Does it?
It does.
I was just talking about how this has an insulation factor like the tar paper. I don't think it does at all, but
No.
I'm excited about this. I am feeling a little bit of moisture on it. I think it's just the humidity starting to settle, and I'm sure the rain's getting real close to being here. So we're gonna get this finished so I can get down off the roof before it's wet.
Do you not feel it misting on us right now? It's been misting on us the whole time. That's why you feel so much moisture on it.
Oh.
I mist hitting me in the face.
I'm just trying not to fall off a roof. Okay.
I don't know how he doesn't feel it misting right now.
I do now.
It's been misting the whole time.
I'm like super paranoid. I'm not a roofer. I'm not a heights guy. So yeah, me and Careful are very close friends right at the moment.
You and Careful should always be very close friends.
That's probably a good point. Can't say it's the case, but it's a good point.
Oh, I know it's not the case.
Anytime we start to get like the underlayment, or when I can start to cover the sheeting, at least on the goat shelter and now this project, I really start to feel good about going into the finished items, like, you know, the siding and the windows, and I know we're just that much closer to getting to use it.
Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, I think this side's done. Do you want me to go ahead and flip this up and start peeling the tape
If you
for you?
would, yeah, if you could get the tape up over that ledge, that saves me having to lean over it.
Yup.
Thanks. This whole coming up on a roof thing, where I'm too afraid to get down without her holding the ladder, kind of works out.
Did I just hear I can leave you stranded up there on the roof?
Well, so you want me to get some work done?
I have a tape measure.
You what?
It's right here, right where I left it.
That's weird. That never happens for me.
That's because you leave it in too many different places.
Like your possession?
No.
Probably gonna have to let you do the rest because it's getting a little slick and I'm getting a little close to the edge. I'm pushing out the piece from over here so it's rippling up down there. I gotta get off of it.
No problem.
Cool with that? Thanks. So as far as up here is concerned, we got all the tape down and we did some sparingly spaced staples to help. We just need to wrap the other edge over there, wrap this edge, and then we're good until sheet metal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the sheet metal will go right on top of this, and obviously the screws that we use for that will go through this, so they will help hold this down, and I'm really excited.
I am too.
I'm not saying I want it to rain, but I am kind of ready to see it when it does rain, how well this keeps the water out of the building. Is there anything else you can think of that I need to do while I'm up here before I very slowly and safely climb down?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So now we just wait for the sheet metal and then get back up here, install that, and that should be my last time on the roof.
That'd be nice, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready to be done getting up here on this roof.
I don't blame you.
Or just being up high in general. It takes so much more work to get up and down out of places like this, and I'm not efficient at it yet, so I make more trips than are necessary. It's on the left side.
Well, guys, in true K&S fashion, we have to do everything twice.
This one wasn't, it might have been, it would have been hard to avoid this one. The storm rolled in last night and we got everything done that you saw up on the roof. Feeling good about it. Got everything wrapped.
And then we had 50, 60 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, yeah.
Not much we can do about that.
No, I would have had to have braced over the top of that stuff up there or something, but.
We did come out here. So last night I heard something, we came out and half of the insulation had blown off the roof. So I came and got Kyle and I was like, hey, we got to do something. We both came out here, we used a staple gun as best as we could to secure what was left.
I got back up on the roof in the dark.
In the rain, well, I guess it wasn't raining yet, but
Wasn't
in
quite.
the wind.
Yeah.
And we were trying to decide what we were going to do. If we were going to go ahead and re-staple the other insulation back up there. And then all of a sudden the rain came and we just decided it wasn't safe, it wasn't worth it. So we kind of wrapped everything up the best we could and went inside and endured the storm.
Yeah, we've got that billboard back there, but with the wind as bad as it is not easy to pick that thing up on a non-windy day, let alone, 40, 50, 60 mile an hour winds. So we just moved stuff around in here. We're gonna see how well we did playing Miss the Water.
Moment of truth right here.
You wanna do the honors? Lead the way?
Sure. Oh. Well, it's just wet where we had the seam in the roof line.
It is much better than I anticipated.
I think having this little door covering made a bigger difference than we both probably realized.
No, I knew how big of a difference it would make.
Oh, me too. That's why I put it up there.
So everything over here is pretty good. This is the leftover house wrap. That's the leftover insulation. So if we have to replace any of those pieces that maybe got a little too beat up, hopefully not. We do have some spare. And then this is a big bundle of the 3 pieces that blew off first that brought us outside. Fortunately today it's supposed to get close to 70. Unfortunately today the wind is supposed to maintain 20 to 40 mile an hour winds up until the latter part of the afternoon. So after we get all finished cleaning up and making sure everything is okay, try to get back up there and get that stuff back on, hopefully.
When the wind is not blowing, definitely want to wait.
Yeah. The silly thing is, here in the Midwest, and I know everybody gets all different seasons, all different flavors, whatever, but we can experience all 4 seasons worth of weather in a matter of about 4 or 5 hours. So we're gonna hold out. We can't really trust, the forecasts right now, they're always changing. I mean, spring's coming in and it's just, you can't really trust it. So as of this moment, by the time the sheet metal is in, we should not have any more rain. And I just jinxed ourselves. It's going to rain in 20 minutes.
I was going to say, why would you even say such a thing?
I need them and you, everybody to be with me as to the pace we're going to move to get that back up there. I'm not going to try to do it while it's super windy because you and I both know how bad that'll be. So I'm justifying putting it off just a little bit longer until better conditions. I think tomorrow's also supposed to be sunny and warm and a little bit less wind, if I remember right.
Well,
it is what it is. It could have been worse. I would like this to dry out. I'll probably leave that door open, let the air get in here and dry it out and everything, but
good thing it's going to be warm today.
Get her dried in one of these days. Hey, you want to see that other part of the project that I hadn't told them yet?
Sure.
I test fit something. And no, I know. It's not right. But I'm gonna try my hand at running electrical in here. We have power right up here at the pedestal for the camper, and I've got more than enough amperage to bring it over here. So, I'm gonna try to get some receptacles, some lights, maybe some speaker wire. So, I'm really excited about this one, but I have, as you could imagine, spent a lot of time researching, and now I just have to find all the components and continue the research and make sure I get her hooked up right. I'm feeling good about it. But just want to let you guys know that is coming. This is going to be the best shed ever.
Smile, my heart starts racing when I'm with you. When I'm with you.
I have to say I'm pretty pleased with how this all ended up. Well, I think it's mission mostly accomplished.
Did it all burn out?
All of it over here. I mean, I can still feel it. It's still warm, even through last night's storm. See it smoking?
Yeah.
So I think this is the right side of it right here. And it is, you know, we may be able to do a little bit of removal with the tractor now. I think this was the primary root coming off the side, or is that dirt?
That looks like dirt.
That may be it right there. If so, it burnt down to the root really well. I don't know, I'll be curious. I gotta let it dry out and kind of quit smoldering before I hit it too hard with the tractor, but I think we got a lot of it. It looks like maybe there's still gonna be a little bit of a circle right here.
So what you're saying is we're gonna have to build another fire.
Darn, man.
What a disappointment.
Yeah. No, I'm pleased with it though. Remember that thing was sticking up
Oh yeah.
every bit of that much?
Wait. Do that again.
Every bit is this much right here. It was at least 9 feet tall. This thing was 20 feet out of the ground. And I don't embellish.
Not at all.
No, it is in here somewhere. There was a stump here that's no longer here for the most part.
That's really all that matters.
Yeah. And we'll spread that ash out and everything here after all this settles down, and
Actually, I'm probably gonna take some of that ash and put it in my garden beds.
you can have all of it.
Thanks.
I had 2 piles over here that when I had the tractor down here, I've made those disappear. I'd like to not have fire piles here forever. But for right now, while we're getting everything figured out, that's perfect.
Yes,
And that's the
it
better
is.
way to do it. Remember that time I got in trouble for trying with a skid steer when we had it, digging that one out up there?
Yeah, because it took you 5 hours.
It looked like it didn't take 5 hours. Who's exaggerating now?
You.
You know, I think that's 2 Saturdays in a row now that we've done Saturday night fires.
That is 2 Saturdays in a row.
And we started both of them at like late afternoon and then burnt them all night, and that was our thing.
Yeah.
That might need to be our thing, Saturday night fires.
Hey, I'm down for that.
And if they want to join, we could maybe go live with them one time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But I need to know it from them if they would want to do that, because otherwise Shannon and I'll just have the fires to ourselves. I have no problem with that. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. Bring them out one time. We'll get some hot dogs and s'mores.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, we fared our first spring-like thunderstorm of 2023 out here at Shady Acres in the camper. Could have been.
It was a little stressful. At
Yeah, yeah. And I know that's just the beginning. We got another, 5-6 months of that.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on it. But overall, we didn't see many trees down. Everything held out fairly well except for the shed and all the work we did yesterday. But we're not going to dwell on it. We're just going to move forward, and we're going to know we're just one day closer to getting the sheet metal and getting that thing done.
You know what? We can think about it this way. Now we have practice for how to install the insulation on the roof.
I don't want any more practice.
So maybe it'll go quicker this time.
It'll definitely something. I'm not going to make that promise. That's dangerous. Hey, well, we hope that all of you guys across the Midwest, anybody else that had those storms last night, that everybody fared well and everybody's safe. It's just part of it. But we are very pleased with it, and now we got beautiful weather, so we're going to go get back on the roof and get that thing done when the wind dies down.
Yes.
We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.